number of homeless students in Texas schools is growing, and it's having a big impact on one San Antonio school district. In all, more than 113,000 homeless children are enrolled in Texas public schools. That's up more than 10% from a year ago. Eyewitness News reporter Priya Sridhar has been looking into this recent spike. And Priya, what is behind this increase?
It's believed more of the students are being identified as homeless. San Antonio ISD actually has the second highest number of homeless students in the state, behind Houston ISD.
At any given time, San Antonio ISD has around 3,000 homeless students, more than 5% of its student population. School administrators say with 27 homeless shelters in the district, the numbers aren't surprising.
These kids are kids that are in shelters. They're also kids that are doubled up with family members and our friends in our neighborhoods. We do have a small population who are living in hotels. And in cars, things like that.
There are 113,000 homeless students in Texas public schools. 16,000 of those are unaccompanied, which means they aren't with their family and not in the CPS system.
Often these youth are running from abusive homes, or they've been kicked out, so they're neglected.
Minorities and girls make up the majority of homeless children. Experts say these students are more likely to be held back in school, drop out, get involved with crime, or become a victim of a serious crime like trafficking.
This population is a hidden population, and part of the reason that it's important to start to identify them is they're going to be citizens that we want to serve now, so that later in life they can contribute themselves.
So Priya, this number went up, but at least they're going to school.
Absolutely. And, a lot of the school officials that I spoke to said that that's a good sign. And really what they're trying to do here is keep the kids in school, get them to graduate so they stay on a successful path in life, and they're not going to perpetuate the cycle for future generations.
Now, I understand a lot of these children are unaccompanied. I mean, what does that mean?
Yeah, that was pretty shocking to me. A lot of them are runaways. They might have problems with their families. And one sort of interesting anecdotal story that the author of this report found is that many of these homeless unaccompanied youth actually identified as LGBTQ. And so oftentimes there were issues in the family where their parents didn't really accept them. And they actually said that LGBTQ teens, 40% of them have experienced a period of homelessness in their life as a teenager. So that was sort of another interesting point as well.
Yeah, kind of heartbreaking there.
Absolutely.
And this number is really hard to believe. 113,000 children are homeless.
It is. I think oftentimes when we think about homelessness, we think about people who are living on the streets, but that number really encompasses people who are living in shelters, people who are perhaps living in hotels and motels, or maybe even cars. Really what it means is that they don't have any sort of stable place to live. So it is a heartbreaking number, but what they're hoping is that by identifying this demographic, they might be able to tackle it so that they can bring those numbers down and give them the resources that they need.
Well, that's encouraging. All right, Priya, thank you.